Hi guys, I'm Journey from Journey's Hobbies, and guys, it is currently 4 in the morning because I can't sleep. Anyway, I just had a video idea. I wanted to show you guys. I just would like to clarify. I have a tube top on. It's like extremely hot out. Like earlier today, it was literally 102 yesterday. So yeah, I just turned off my AC so that it wouldn't like sound weird on my mic. Um, so yeah, but I just wanted to clarify that I had a top on just in case like it doesn't look like it. But I wanted to tell you guys about my whips and then I wanted to show you guys about my whips and like my progress and like when I want to be done with them. So I have three main whips right now. The main ones are all blankets. I do have the yarn for all three of the blankets pretty much, except for the blue blanket. I don't know if I'll have enough. We'll just have to see as I get more progress with the blanket. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not used to wearing a tube top. But I got this like over a year ago and I'm finally deciding to wear it. I'm just wearing it because it is extremely hot in my room. I'm actually cold right now because I had the AC like blasting. So I'm working on a pink blanket, a blue one. Technically, I'm working on two blue blankets, but I do think I am going to frog the other blue blanket and just use the yarn from it because I'm doing a double crochet for that blue blanket. But the main blue blanket that I have the most progress on, well, it seems like I have the most progress because it seems bigger, is the granny square blanket. That it's a granny square and I just kept going, but I don't know where I got that pattern, so I can't recreate that blanket unless I find a pattern that is similar to it. I don't know. And then the pink blanket, which I'm currently taking my time, like I'm purposely taking long on this blanket. I know I said before I wanted to finish it as quickly as the last time I made the pink blanket, which is it's double crochet. I'm using a 5.5. All of these blankets, except for the last one I'm going to talk about, I'm using a 5.5 because I don't know, it's just my favorite hook. But the thing with the pink blanket is last time I made the pink blanket, I made it in under a month. And that was like a king size blanket. Like that was a big blanket. And I got like so many injuries to my body from crocheting like that. And so I really don't want that to happen again. Because I am still healing. Like my wrist, I was crocheting earlier and like my wrist, like right here, started to hurt. And so I stopped crocheting. Is that green? Yeah, it's green. I had to make sure my mic was on. I had to make sure it didn't die in the middle of this. So the pink blanket, long story short, I'm just taking my time on it. I am not rushing whatsoever. This blanket does not have a deadline. The blue blanket had a deadline. So the blue blanket was supposed to be for my friend's birthday. It was supposed to be for his birthday, for his 18th birthday. And then I didn't finish it for his birthday, and I was like, okay, it'll be for his Christmas present. I didn't finish it either blankets on time for Christmas or his birthday. So, oops. But I want it to be done by his birthday this year. His birthday's in December, if I'm remembering that correctly. It should be in December unless I'm thinking of a different friend. I don't know. It's so early and I haven't even went to bed yet. Um So yeah, that does have a deadline. I want it to be done a few weeks before his birthday so I don't have to stress about, the final touches and like weaving in the ends and stuff. The last main project, which is another blanket, I started with a 5.5 hook and then I'm like, this is taking way too long. And I got impatient and I really hate the blanket, but I don't want to undo all of that work because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hours. And so I moved to a 6.5 hook and it did make things go faster, I won't lie. But I just don't like working on that blanket. And so I haven't been. Plus, it is a scrap yarn project as well. And my scrap yarn is currently laying on my table, waiting for it to be caked up, which is on my bucket list of things that I have to do that I just have not got to yet. But with the blanket, the deadline is Christmas because it was supposed to be my parents' Christmas gift for last year, but that did not work out. So I've been very slowly working on this blanket. Like, I think I've crocheted it in the last, 2 months 4 times, less than, 30 minutes each, which is really nothing. So there's that. I did work on the blue blanket today. I have not worked on the pink blanket in a while, mainly because I'm not concerned about it. The scrap yarn blanket is also a granny square blanket. Again, I don't know how I started it. I don't know, I'm confused. I confused myself. And then I have, I think, 3 that I can think of. 3 other whips. One is supposed to be a backless crossback crop top. So, it won't have a back. And then the other one, I don't know what it is. Well, I was making a market bag, I guess. I was literally just crocheting a crochet. So I think I'm going to unwind that. And then another project I have going is a 6-day star blanket, but it's like a baby onesie. And I only finished the back panel because I need a pattern or a video pattern for the 2 front pieces and then where to put the buttons and stuff like that. And that has no deadline. That was just something to make. And I think I should have the color to that still. If I don't, I know where I got it. I got it at Michael's, I believe, because I don't go to Joann. There's no local Joann, and Joann's closed now, but I do go to Hobby Lobby, but I know that yarn was from Michael's because it was the loops and threads. So there's that. Now let's get on to showing you all these in progress things. Yeah, here's my outfit. It's hot as balls. Leave me alone, please. Okay, so here is the wonderful pink blanket. As you can see, I'm at the end of a skein. It's all rolled up nicely. The hook is on the table. Here's the number 1 blue blanket. I was in the middle of playing Fortnite with my friends. I was crocheting it. Oh, I know what the other project was now. I am making with this yarn a sweater thing that I will not lie, have not made before. Sorry, I cracked my knees and my ankles. But I have the front panel done and the back panel done. I just have to connect it and make sleeves. And then here is that piece to the onesie. I've just had it folded up here because I have no plans with it. And then here is the blue blanket that is fairly large, I will not lie. And again, I don't have any plans of keeping that. Here's the other in progress whips. This is the pink and white top, and I have in particular yarn for this project, and then this was, I was just crocheting a crochet, which I'm gonna undo this. The pink thing should end up looking like this at the end, kind of, but probably shorter. This was something I made because I was crocheting a crochet. It goes like this on, and then the back is, as you can tell, a cross back. And I was just, honestly, this was kind of a tester one where I was testing out a different stitch. I forgot what the stitch is called, but I was testing out the stitch is what I was really doing. Excuse me. And then my other blanket is right here. So this blanket is the blanket that is supposed to be for my parents for Christmas. And here, like I said, I have a lot of progress done with this blanket. And this is what I mean. A lot of progress. Like, it's like at the point where you're almost done, but like you're not even there yet. This blanket, honestly, you can tell that kind of at the red right here is when I started using the bigger hook because it's so much more stretchy there. But honestly, I don't care. That I've been using a 6.5 hook. I don't know where the hook is currently. It should be in here, but Lord knows where that ended up. I don't have any other whips right now other than those. Yeah, so this summer I really haven't started my summer yet, I feel like, because I am in driver's ed. So I have been like going to in-person classes, which is what I've been spending all my time at instead of here on my channel like I would normally do during the summer. So that is what I'm currently working on. My biggest important project is going to be the blue blanket for my friend's birthday. And that's what I really want to work on, especially because I do like working on that blanket. I like the pattern. You know, I don't really have to think about it. I can just sit in my gaming chair, put on some YouTube, put on some music, and just go for it. The top, the baby onesie, the pink blanket, the like cardigan thingy, I don't even know what to call it, the like sweater. Those 4 projects I am not worried about at all. Excuse me. I hope covering my mic made it sound better, not worse. That like actually hurt my head when I sneezed. Ugh. But the Christmas blanket for my parents and then the birthday blanket for my friend are the most important projects. The project that I do want to also finish whenever, I don't really want it to be done by a certain time, but I would like to use the blanket when it gets colder. So I'm hoping by September, end of September, I can have the pink blanket finished. so I can use it. Um, I do have the yarn. I know I didn't show you guys that I have the yarn, but I do have the yarn. I have about 9 skeins that I haven't used yet. 9.5. And I can go to Walmart. It's Walmart's generic brand. Same with the blue. They're the same brand, and like whatchamacallit, they're the same yarn, just different colors. That's why their colorways, like, it's different versions of blue and different versions of pink. I feel like I was not explaining that correctly. But there's that. I really don't want to work on my parents' Christmas blanket. Okay, that sounded bad. I I really, really want to work on my parents' Christmas blanket, but it is like so hard to crochet with it in my lap, and it's exhausting. Like, it's like physically exhausting to turn that because you crocheted in a circle, not just like back and forth with the pink blanket. Same with the blue blanket. Like, I know when it gets to the size of my parents' Christmas blanket that I'm gonna have a hard time crocheting with it, but I don't know. I was honestly thinking with the blue blanket, just trying to make 3 more of the squares. That way I could just crochet all 4 of the squares together and it would be easier. But I don't really like that idea. I would kind of just prefer to just keep going. If you have any like tips and tricks with like how to, like, I want to crochet, but I feel like I'm not making time for it. If you have any tips and tricks for that, please let me know. Um, like, should I set a timer and like not do anything until the timer runs out, or only crochet until the timer runs out? Because I do have a lot of pain when crocheting, and I have scoliosis, so I can't really sit still as much as I would like. So I do have to get up probably every like 30-40 minutes of sitting. Like, sitting right now, I've been sitting, I don't know, how long have I been sitting during this video? 10 minutes altogether, probably. And my back's starting to hurt. So there's that. But if you have any tips and tricks, let me know. I definitely want to get these blankets done. And I know I can get them done. I just feel like I'm not prioritizing them. But honestly, I haven't been crocheting anything, if I'm being honest. Recently, I've crocheted 2 projects, and they're both completed. One was a shiesty, a roll up beanie that rolls down into a ski mask, and then a like little like baggy purse thingy, uh, which both of them took me less than 2 hours each in all. So there was that. I don't know. I haven't even been working on like little projects like for like my future markets. Something there's like a fuzzy on my face. That's why I keep touching my face here and like I can't get it. I think I got it now. But like, I have not, like I said, been crocheting anything, and I would like to crochet things. I feel defeated, and honestly, I think I'm like sick. I'm not like contagious sick, but like I'm just exhausted, especially from the heat. Um, like I said, it was 102 yesterday, so there's that. Um, yeah, I hope you guys don't like this video. You should definitely let me know down in the comments what your whips are and how you plan to finish them, and what you do when you have deadlines that are far away but they don't seem far away. I hope you guys like this one. If you have any ideas, tips, or tricks, let me know down in the comments section. Bye, guys!